Farming and agriculture have been an important part of North Carolina's economy throughout the state's history, and in recent years, North Carolina's agriculture sector has contributed between $77 and $83 billion to the state's economy. Hello viewers, welcome back to yet another video on our channel. Today, we'll share with you how farmers harvest over 8.4 million acres of farmland in North Carolina. So stay tuned till the end to find out, and let's get right into it. From the majestic mountains to the coastal plains, North Carolina agriculture has been described in one word: diverse. The state's 46,000 farms produce top commodities and crops for North Carolina and beyond. With the typical farm averaging about 182 acres in size, farmland makes up 8.4 million acres of the state's land. Agriculture and agribusiness provide 772,000 jobs, or 17.5% of total jobs, for NC residents and have an overall economic impact of $92.7 billion. An agricultural leader in the U.S., North Carolina ranks in the top 5 for several commodities, including number 1 in sweet potatoes, number 2 in turkeys, number 3 in hogs and pigs, number 4 in cucumbers and broilers, and number 5 in peanuts, upland cotton, bell peppers, and burley tobacco. But more than crops and commodities, North Carolina agriculture encompasses everything from agricultural education to agribusiness and value-added foods, agritourism, aquaculture, innovation, research, food safety, and sustainability. But wait! If you're enjoying this video, make sure to show your love and support by giving it a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Also, don't forget to ring the notification bell to stay updated. Agriculture and agribusiness account for 17% of North Carolina jobs, according to NC State statistics. North Carolina farmers harvested 102,000 acres of peanuts in 2019, 4,000 acres more than the year before, according to the recent USDA research. The state produced 53.2 million bushels of soybeans from 1.52 million acres, up to 3% from 2018. North Carolina is one of the nation's largest sweet potato producers, with 1.7 billion pounds grown annually, according to NC State. Add in 140 million pounds of cucumbers, NC ranks 5th nationally for production, and top 10 yields of squash, watermelon, cantaloupe, tomatoes, and pumpkins, and you have a robust agribusiness economy. There can be no doubt that agriculture is of paramount importance to North Carolina economy. No longer just a sweat equity operation, today's agriculture business is a high-tech industry, requiring nurturing and support. Within 700 miles of NC borders are 170 million U.S. and Canadian customers, and 65 of the country's top 100 metropolitan areas. Part of the success of agriculture business in North Carolina is the expansive transportation infrastructure required to get foods and products to this vast market. The state features air, 6th largest airport hub in America, along with 11 regional and more than 100 general aviation facilities. Sea, 2 deep-water international ports in Morehead City and Wilmington, easy access to the Port of Virginia, and 2 strategically located inland terminals in Charlotte and Greensboro. Rail, largest consolidated rail system in the country, with more than 3,200 miles of track. Highway, 2nd largest highway system in the nation, spanning more than 98,000 miles. The intersection of major north and south and east and west interstates makes North Carolina a natural hub for trucking access to points nationwide. The world's population is expected to grow by 12.5 billion people in the next 30 to 40 years, and the climate is expected to rise. Researchers at North Carolina State University estimate that these changes will require increased productivity by 75% on less land with more resilient crops that withstand heat. Agriculture may be out of sight and out of mind at times, but it's ever present in our daily lives. To meet these challenges, technology in agriculture is more widespread and important than ever. Examples of today's technology at work in the agriculture industry includes air and soil sensors, equipment telematics, livestock biometrics, crop sensors, drones, rapid iteration selective breeding, agricultural robots, precision agriculture, synthetic biology, and vertical farming. In addition to solid infrastructure, access to the latest technological advances, and a diverse agricultural landscape, the state supports agricultural business with a variety of state programs, including NC Agriculture Development and Farmland Preservation Trust Fund. Established in 2005, these monies are used to fund public and private enterprise programs to promote profitable and sustainable family farms with assistance with production, agritourism activities, conservation agreements, and more. NC Organic Certification Cost Share Program. Growers, handlers, and processors are reimbursed 75%, up to $750, the cost of obtaining federal organic certification for each category in which they are certified. Guides and manuals. The state provides a step-by-step guide for starting your own food-based business, a guide to fresh NC produce, an NC seafood directory, and more. Agricultural business is an important cog in the engine that drives North Carolina's economy. For agribusiness of all kinds, the necessary natural and economic resources to thrive are in abundance in North Carolina. For many years, North Carolina farmers have seen the potential challenges of climate change. The farmers recognize that revolutions in farming practices could make a major difference for the environment, so they're doing something about it. Sustainability is not about the crop or the production type. It's about the journey toward being more economical, being a better environmental steward, and being a supportive part of the community. While agriculture experts have worked to preserve natural resources, here are a few leading contemporary efforts to place environmental sustainability at the center of agricultural work. Advocating for change. James Lamb is an environmental specialist with North Carolina-based Prestige Farms. His background in the swine industry has led him to work on various national committees over the years, including National Pork Board's Environmental Committee. Lamb sees how pork farmers are making their voices heard in the national conversation on environmental sustainability. The committee Lamb worked on was instrumental, for example, in partnering with the University of Arkansas to create a technological tool that helped hog farmers calculate and then reduce their carbon footprint. According to Lamb, you could put in basic information, like the lights in the barn, and see what kind of changes happen if you switch to LEDs. Through programs like We Care Initiative, a comprehensive commitment to a high-quality pork supply and sustainable farming practices, and advocacy and information sessions in Washington, D.C., Lamb and other like-minded farmers in the pork industry have been able to demonstrate major gains. Achieving ambitious goals. Many producers are making sustainability a priority, setting ambitious goals for progress. Tar Heel Smithfield Foods has committed to reducing its greenhouse gas emissions across its U.S. supply chain by 25% by 2025, or 25 by 25, as it's been dubbed, while simultaneously pursuing aggressive reductions in waste going to the landfill from its production facilities. The company is also developing the technology to produce renewable natural gas from wastewater and manure, creating new revenue streams for producers. According to Stuart Leith, Chief Sustainability Officer at Smithfield Foods, we've figured out a way for biogas production to be commercially viable for family farms. Rather than using methane on the farms themselves, we collect it from a network of farms and inject it into a pipeline to be sold as renewable fuel. By partnering with various energy companies, including Dominion Energy, Smithfield combines its expertise in agricultural production with the existing energy grid infrastructure. As a result, the company pursues projects that benefit the planet while offering economic benefits to North Carolina's farmers. According to Leith, we've been at this for 20 years, and it has really evolved far beyond environmental regulatory compliance, encompassing initiatives that are important to our customers and to us. It's become ingrained in the company and our outlook, and it's what inspires us to continually build up our industry-leading goals. For example, last year we built upon our 25 by 25 goal and became the first major protein company to commit to becoming carbon negative in our U.S. company-owned operations by 2030. This promise will take us beyond carbon neutrality to effectively remove more carbon from the atmosphere than we emit, supporting ongoing conversations. Smithfield Foods exemplifies how a large producer can show dynamic leadership and motivate others to follow suit. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, NCDA, and CS itself also provides resources and participates in climate change conversations. Through its association with the National Association of State Departments of Agriculture, NCDA and CS is working with other states on improving sustainability and resiliency in our nation. It's important that agriculture continues to have a seat at the table as conversations on sustainability and climate change move forward. And as a $92.7 billion industry, North Carolina agriculture should never be taken for granted. And that brings us to the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, goodbye.